Have you thought about how to store your belongings in a storage unit? This part 2 series focuses on boxes, totes, and items too big to fit in either one of them. First, we'll start with boxes. They're the least expensive packing container. They're great for your items like glass, plates, plastic toys, anything that's not porous. The boxes themselves are porous, and so they will attract some moisture, and you definitely don't want that moisture transferring to the contents inside, potentially ruining them. Now, this isn't an issue. When you store it in our climate controlled units, they're temperature and humidity controlled, so that moisture in the air is extremely low, so that shouldn't be an issue. But if you're storing it in the non-climate controlled units, it's subject to this Arkansas air. Next, we'll talk about the plastic totes. They're great for your items like papers or wood picture frames, or maybe you have a decoration that's kind of bare metal. You absolutely want to keep the moisture away from those so they don't get damaged. I recommend wrapping those in a paper, putting them in the tote, and then taping the tote up. That way, the tape will help protect any moisture from coming in, and then the paper that you wrap them in will help absorb any moisture that got trapped when you package the item. For your items too big for a tote or a box, something like your couches, your mattresses, really recommend putting those in our climate controlled units where it's both temperature and humidity controlled, so you don't have to worry about it so much. If you decide to put them in the non-climate controlled units, you really want to protect those, get a mattress cover, and try to find some way to really cover and protect your couches. If it's something like a refrigerator, it can go either way. It's not going to get damaged. In my last video, I suggested using racks to utilize the vertical space in your units. It's also a great idea to use them with totes and boxes. I know we pack those boxes and totes full, some of them can get heavy, and you really don't want to stack them more than about 2 high so they don't end up like this the next time you come into your storage unit. The weight will crush that bottom tote or box and you'll have a mess. So I would suggest, if you have a table, maybe putting 2 boxes underneath, 2 boxes on top, utilizing those racks. You can get those at the hardware stores. Just something to keep as much weight as possible off of that bottom container so it doesn't fail. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys liked, shared, and commented on our last video, and it was amazing. I really appreciate it. I hope you do the same thing with this video. It helps reach people that need these tips as they're moving into their storage units. Please stay tuned for part 3, where we're going to talk about packaging your smaller items and the best way to protect them.